Mamadou Mustapha Fall, one of the teachers that who came to a very interesting journey here in the US and also accepted to give me this interview. And we know a lot about Senegal, but we discovered something about educational issues. Yeah. When Papa, one of the other Senegalese teacher, talked to us. But what we are interested in is that when everybody talks about Brazil, remember soccer. Yeah. And what must we remember when we talk about Senegal?
Hospitality, teranga. This is a word for teranga. Senegalese people are very hospitable, welcoming, and very friendly, and ready to welcome you to their places, to themselves. They are open-hearted and always welcoming. That's why we call the country of teranga. Senegal, the country of teranga.
So you mean you were talking to me about something very interesting that we arrived there and you don't need to call before.
Definitely, this is what I meant with teranga. For instance, you want to visit me, you don't need to call me to. Okay, Mustafa, I want to come to your place maybe next Wednesday. No, no, no. You just feel it, you just do it. You want to see me, you come right away to my place without even any prior notice or prior calling me to set an appointment. Yeah, you don't need that. And even when the food is ready and served, everybody is welcome. For instance, you can come in mealtime and you are invited to enjoy the meal. Yeah, you don't need to be, scheduled to eat your lunch to Mustafa's house today or whatever. No, you want to eat to my place, you just come and you eat. So and there will always be enough food for you.
So this is closer to some Brazilian habits because in Brazil we usually don't do that. We usually say, you put water in the beans because you are ready for any kind more gases.
More than what are present.
But let's see something. For example, if I go because what's the name of your city?
Nyoro.
Nyoro.
Yeah.
This is in
the central part of Senegal, closer to the Gambian border, actually, closer to the Gambian border.
And in your city, for example, what probably tourists can find and feel good?
Yeah, actually, you have what we call the megalithic site. It is beautiful rocks. This is one of the favorite destination of tourists when they come to that place. And you have also what we call the Tata of Maba. Maba was a historical figure that fought and defeated the French colonist Pinera Prade during the colonial period. And Maba Jahu is named after, our school is named after that historical figure, Maba Jahuba. And there is a monument there built in the Nairo in memory of Maba Jacoba. So every tourist that come to that city, this is a must-go place to visit. Yeah.
And tourists, they must exchange money, or for example, you can use dollar normally in the commerce.
No, not actually. There is no place like that in Nairo where you can do money exchange. Actually, you'll have to do it in the capital city or in bigger cities. I told you a while ago that it was a small town, so money exchange is not available there. If you want to have it, you need to exchange your money either at the capital city, Dakar, or in bigger cities before coming.
And what's the name of the money?
CFA. CFA, meaning CFA. 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 Okay, A. So actually, it is a currency that we share with different other countries. This is a West African currency. Actually,
really?
We share it with Mali.
I didn't have this information.
Yeah, we share it with Mali. We share it with Cote d'Ivoire. We share it with Niger. We share it with Togo. We share it with Burkina. We share it with Benin. Okay, all those countries share the same currency, which is called the West African currency, or CFA.
And he was talking about so many countries, and my question now is, how many countries does Senegal
borders? Okay, in the west you have the Atlantic Ocean. So in the north you have Mauritania. Okay, in the east you have Mali and a small part of Guinea, and in the south you have Guinea-Bissau and Guinea-Conakry. These are the countries that borders, our country. But in the west we have absolutely the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, maybe we I don't know if we are alike to some aspects, some social aspects like. In Brazil, if you ask me what is the biggest social problem we have, probably 90% of Brazilian people would say that this is corruption. So, what is the most expressive social problem that Senegal is
Yeah,
facing?
actually, I would go as to say that we share that because we have some corruption in Senegal. Yeah, we do have that. We do have corruption, and we're struggling with it every now and then. But it is not to that level, maybe as you pointed out, that is
Yeah.
happening in Brazil. However, teachers also and the healthcare services officers, so they faces what we call, those irrelevant, rate of salary. For instance, you have the same degree, but those guys working somewhere else, have a lot more money than
Doing
you
the
do.
same.
So that's why you have those strikes. So teachers are revolted in some extent, and medical workers also are revolted. So sometimes, medical officers, medical staff go on strike as well as teachers do because of those social unequal treatment as far as salaries is concerned. However, they have the same diploma, the same level of studies. So these are social inequality that we trying to make the government be aware of and try to put some balance in the way it treats its employees. Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
But Mr. Fall, what I want to ask you now is something that we can discuss, complete our my question is that sometimes in a country the kind of professional makes more money than the same professional in another country, but the problem is the cost of living
Yeah.
that is really make the difference.
Definitely.
So,
I totally agree with you.
in
Yeah.
average, how much does a high school teacher? Because I know that there are many teachers that will see this video,
Yeah.
and we are always interested in that.
Definitely.
So, how much does?
Yeah, sure.
Because it seems that teachers they don't like
They don't like talking
it's
about
a-
their
No,
salaries.
this is a sin for teachers to make much money.
Definitely.
But why is this a sin for me? Do I have?
Yeah.
Do they
We
really
have
want
to make
me?
much money. We are working, so we need to earn a lot of money.
Sure.
All right?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's it. So, in average, how much does a high school teacher make?
No, actually, it depends on we have different kind of high school teachers. You have those who went to the teacher training
Yeah.
school and get out with a teacher diploma
But
certificate
let's
and
talk about
everything.
that one that is
Okay.
on the top.
That one that is on the top, for instance, it will go from 2,900 to 3,050.
Dollars.
Not dollars, CFA.
I know. In your
Yeah, and
city.
actually $1, okay, to give you a ground of comparison, $1 is sometimes between 5 to 600 CFA.
So
$1 between
CFA.
5 to 600
So
CFA.
that amount of money in dollar is about
Will be approximately, let's say, four to $500.
when we say
Yeah.
$400, that in Brazil probably this is 1,200 reais. This is the
Yeah.
our currency. You probably say, oh, but this is a little money, but it depends on which this money can be spent on.
This is it.
This is the difference
it.
because,
This
for
is
example,
it. The
maybe
cost of living.
the cost of living.
Yeah, this is it.
Because in Brazil, my wage is bigger, but the problem is that what I can buy is
Yeah,
less, you
this
know?
is it. This is it.
So, but this money is pretty good. It's enough.
Yeah,
to
actually,
maintain a
yeah, to maintain a family, if you are, but you cannot afford those fancy stuff, right?
Yeah, sure.
But you can provide the basic, and if you're well organized, you can build your house and everything, afford for your family, okay, take care of your family if you're well organized. But this is it. You cannot save enough money for travel around the world or
Don't
whatever.
speak
Yeah.
like this because Brazilian real estate agency can have an invasion in Senegal.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
telling
they
you.
love
But
this.
yeah, but you can just, I mean,
Because
provide for the basic,
1 meter
right?
square in Brazil
You,
is very
you can
expensive.
just provide for the basic. Yeah. Uh-huh. The
Right.
money is just enough for that, nothing else.
Good.
Yeah.
So it was a pleasure to talk to you, Mr.
Yeah,
Fall.
all the pleasure was mine, I'll
Yeah, and
say.
I hope that we can do it because we are here in the US, but
Definitely, yeah.
we surely can do it through the internet.
Of
Yeah.
course, and it will be a great pleasure for me. I mean, having you
Yes.
over the internet and exchanging, debating about current issues. I
Good.
mean, what we're
Good.
facing at the time, etc. So yeah, I do like it.
Okay.
And let me tell you, I have also a radio show,
I
but
forgot to tell. Yeah, I
this
forgot
one,
to tell.
this one only focuses. It is set for English and English students, English lovers, and it is on 1 hour show. All right. It is divided actually in four main parts. The first part is what we call cultural understanding. So trying to bring those cultural uh, activities we have, for instance, in English-speaking countries.
Oh, we do this. We
Okay,
do this
for
too.
instance, like Halloween in the United
Yeah.
States or Thanksgiving. Okay, these kind of cultural events that we have in English-speaking countries, and then we try to draw a similarity between our cultural events. Okay,
Right.
this is the first part. So the second part is called your school, my school, where you have different school, English club coming from, for instance, your school, and English club coming from my school. They come on the radio to perform. You have poems, short sketches, etc. Okay, and the next one is open mic or English for all. So this is open to every English lovers, be you a student, a teacher, an English lover, an engineer, a mechanic, a doctor, or whatever, though we open our mic to you. And then the last one is today's topic. Today's topic, for instance, we can talk about, let's say, young girls' education, okay, early pregnancies. So we raise those issues, and people are free to call live on the show
Yeah.
and express their ideas and try to find out solution we can have together in order to put those practices to an end.
But I
Yeah.
know that my director is going to kill me that we are over 10 minutes, but I promise I am going.
Yeah.
Now we are going back to the
Okay.
studio.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. Okay.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you very
Thank
much.
you very
It was
much.
good.
I
It was
say
a
thank
pleasure.
you.
Yeah. Thank you.